Raid Shadow Legend is the game, Amiel is my name. Hello to all of you beautiful people. Today this is a video about relics. So in this video I'm about to craft some of my relic craft that I have, like some epics and 5 legendaries. The purpose of this video, besides just craft the 5 and show you what I got, is to talk about the relics. And I notice, if you are like me, actually I don't know, but if you are like me, I have noticed that sometimes I get a relic and I just does not know what to do with it. Like it just sits in my stash, never to be used, and it is not like a rare or an epic. I'm talking about a legendary's relic, and sometimes even the mythical. But today I will not talk about the mythical. I will only talk about the legendary relics and basically tell you my thought on them and give you my recommendation of champions to put that legendary relic on them. So if you got a legendary relic, like I don't know, let's say you got this where is it, the RP, right? Like so many people has this relic and just to never be used, even I, or maybe this one, if you got them, then at least you will have my recommendation on where to use them. I mean, if you don't believe me, I can just show you right here. I will go to my stash of relics, open, and let's check legendary, right? So rarity, legendary. I have 1, 2, 3 legendaries not to be used. I mean, this is my mistake. Actually, this is a mistake on my part. I'm making this video also for me to just use those relics. I mean, if I will press equipped, we will see that I have how many legendaries? 14s. Okay, so I do have a bunch of legendaries, like 14. And yeah, most of them are used, but still, between 14, 3 are not used. So I have a lot to learn, and I have a lot of legendary relic to do use. So yeah, I guess this is the point of this video, talking about legendary relic, give you some pointers, at least my pointers, on where do I think is cool to use the legendary relics. And before we will start, I will make some crafting materials. I move myself back to the other side just to see the crafting that I have. I will not bore you with all the epic crafting. I will do the crafting of the epics and I will just cut into the end, and I will just tell you, or maybe show you if I will get something cool, and I will pause and show you the video. But when I will get to the 5 crafting of the legendaries, 1 from the discovery, 2 from clan, 1 from arena, and 1 from chimera, when I will get to this, I will show you and I will craft this together, and maybe I will get a cool new legendary to talk about when I will talk about all the legendaries, and to explain why I think is good or not. So this is a legendary crafting material, and guys, cool, I like Raid Shadow Legend and I want to start. Let's start craftings. I will say you bye bye for just 1 second. I'm going to craft all the epic and call you back when I finish. So see you guys in a bit. Okay, I called you back just because I got 1 legendary at least from the epics. I have this legendary already, but it might be good. I have some thinking of even to use 2 of them. We will talk about it in when I will go to the legendary explanation and theory crafting about the legendary. So 1 legendary, I will say you bye bye once more and keep pulling the epics until I finish. Ooh, okay, I'm calling you back because I got again and the same legendary. What the hell is going on with Raid Shadow Legend? They give you the same relic over and over and over again. I have 3 of this one and none, I think, maybe not, I can't remember, basically 3 of this one. So number 2 legendary relic from the epics, but let's finish what I have, tell you bye bye again. Alright, I'm bringing you back in. So as you notice, I did get 2 legendary relics from all the epic craft, like I can't remember, like 12 or 14 epic craft, but the 2 legendary that I got is actually the same one, and I already have 1 of these guys, the last laugh amulet, so I have 3 of them. Cool. Yeah, but I guess it's time to do together, to craft together the legendaries. So let's start. I don't need to stress it too much. First, chimera legendary. We press the button. Ooh, Cool, I already have a lot of those guys, legendaries, but I will not complain because I got one more. Thank you very much, Rachel the Legend. One craft, one legendary. We will talk about them after, when we will talk about each and every one of the legendaries. Second craft, an epic, alright. I mean, that does expected because there is like 60% of an epic, so. Ooh, cool, another legendary. I already have this as well, but it's cool to have, cool to get a bunch of legendaries. And yeah, I will talk about this legendary when we will go to the legendaries. So I have one more here and one more here, so I have two more. One from Live Arena. Let's see, something cool from Live Arena maybe. Okay, an epic, actually an epic that I does not have, but we are not here to talk about epic, so bye bye. And the last craft, the last legendary, what will it be? An epic. Alright, so you know what, 2 legendaries out of 5, it's reasonable, it's expected. Like there is 60% epic percent and 40% legendary. I mean 49.5, yeah, I do not look about the mythical. So it's kind of expected, and I guess I will take myself back into here. Thank you very much. And I guess I will go back to the second part of the video, but before that I just want to look about what I got. You know, it's fun, it's cool. So I press new, just new, and I got, these are the stuff that I got from the crafting today. Pam pararam. And if I will press the freestyle to see the legendaries, I have 2 of those, 1, 2, 4 legendaries I got for my crafting today. And I guess I will say grace. I mean, it's something at least, even though I have each and every one of them. But still, thank you, it's cool. And I guess now it's time to deliver on what I promised. And I did promise to talk about each and every one of the legendaries. And I guess it's time. So we will go one by one, and I will explain what I think the legendary is doing, the legendary relic, and I'll need to give at least one recommendation of a champion that I believe this relic can be good on, can be very, very good on, or maybe at least in general a specific, like a rule of thumb, those champions can use this legendary. So guys, we are starting now the discussion, my discussion of the legendary's relic. Are you ready? I am ready. Let's start. So we will start with the standard group. I guess standard group is very reasonable. We will have 2 legendaries here. The first one is super easy, guys. Wand of Submission. Who does not know about him? I guess anybody knows about Wand of Submission, right? I mean, basically this legendary relic give you a good chance, 25%, that goes up to 50% chance to reflect back CC to the opponent. Armand try to stun you or ship you, and he gets stunned himself. Super busted in Live Arena. So basically, Wand of Submission is the best, is one of the best, if not the best relic, legendary for sure, for Live Arena. You play Live Arena, you have champions there, give them Wand of Submission. I have 4 Wand of Submission, and each and every one of them is on one of my Live Arena champions. It also gives you some speed and some HP, like very good. Anybody knows about that one. I mean, I do not need to like take a lot of time on the standard. Like everybody knows about the standard, right? But I will say like 1 or 2 words about this aspect of Sirof. I just got one of them, like I believe yesterday or something. He gives defense, he gives resistance, and he also gives you a chance to not die from a fatal hit. But there is a downside, actually a big downside, and that is you lose your turn meter. Like you get bye-bye your turn meter, so then you need to basically survive in basically another round, because you will not get any turn. So I guess it's good again in Live Arena or some places, but you need some mechanic to survive the next hit that will probably go at you, because you will not have an extra turn. Maybe it also can be good on champions, I don't know, a very tanky, like let's say a Sifi, that some guys like a Wukong try to one-shot you, but now this Wukong does not have a second one shot because you already use it. So he can try to do a different ability versus you, but that will not kill you as a Siphi, as a strong Siphi, or as a strong defense, I don't know, a different like support. So you will be able to get your turn after that and still do something. Okay, time to the Chimera group. There's 2 legendary relic. Actually, this Hand of Uncreation, I have I think like 4 of them, maybe 3, maybe 4. Some of them I use. It gives you accuracy and resistance. It basically like close. It's similar to Wand of Submission, but at least in my I think it's worse than Wand of Submission because it does not reflect back the CC. It only reduces the chance of it to happen, okay? But also I guess is remove the chance of like stealing turn meter happen. So in that sense it's better than Wand of Submission that does not do it, like only prevent the stuns and stuff. Basically reduce the chance of applying any debuff, like also decrease defense. So you know what, it has its part. This is also protect you in some cases versus increased steal cooldown. So you have a 10% of it to not happen, and it goes all the way to 20%. So if it's a full max, you have 20% chance to not get your steal cooldown. You know, it has its worth. I gave it actually to my Lady Noelle in my live arena, because it also gives me accuracy, which I need in Lady Noelle, so she can do her debuff, and also I need her to resist some stuff and to not get her turn meter decrease or cooldown like you know, increase. This one I do not have. I don't even have one of Goreth. I cannot pronounce it. It's really weird. But this is basically, as I see it, a damage dealer relic. It gives you attack, so it needs to be based on attack, crit damage, speed at the end, but I don't know if anyone will get to the speed. Whoever next attack after killing an enemy deal 20 more damage, 20%. So this can be good on our Rotos, actually can be good on Sanguine Maria. She also has a lot of extra turn. So this can be good on people that have extra turn. Maybe it can also be good on Gnishak to some degree, but maybe not, I don't know. Gnishak has his different relics. So yeah, basically on a damage dealer that based on attack, or Georged. This is very good on Georged actually, the Void legendary. So the event group. Okay, the Cat Gaze, yeah, everybody knows about the Cat Gaze. This is again another damage dealer relic, but now it's a crit damage main stat, and it's ignore defense, and it's ignore defense only if you attack an enemy with higher max HP of you. So you cannot put it, let's say, on an Embrace, right? Because Embrace is a max HP nuker. You have like 100k HP, and this effect will not proc. You need to give it either to an attack based champions or a defense based champion, or you know what, in PvE versus bosses you can maybe argue put it on a different HP nuker. But yeah, basically ignore defense, very strong, everybody knows about it, but because it's the event group you cannot get it at the moment. Maybe you can get it like in the future, but not now. Let's go to the Chaos Awaken. Here I have 2 legendaries, and I only have this one, and I think I have more than one, I can't remember, maybe I have 2 of them. This guy gives me HP and speed. Glaciated Pinion, okay, cool. Whoever receive 1% less damage for each turn of cooldown on all their skills. So if you are a champion that has a long cooldown skills, then you can receive damage mitigation from this relic. So which champion has a long cooldown? I mean, I know of the guys that do reset. Kaimar, his reset ability is kind of a long, but I don't know, you need a champions that need some damage mitigation and some HP and speed. You know what, can you be one of your support, right? Your support can maybe use this, the support that has a long cooldown ability. I mean, any support can use this relic. Okay, this Skull of Treason. I do not have any of this relic, but it gives you accuracy and defense, and it's an HP burn basically. I guess it's good on an HP burn nukers, right? Maybe the faction unity for Doom spawn, Vulcanus, right? Really like this one. Maybe Gizmak, the mythical, like this relic. HP burn debuff placed on the weaver by the weaver, deal 10% more damage with higher max HP. Okay, so again, you cannot put it basically on a champions that they are based on HP, because then maybe they will have more max HP. And as you can see, you can get way more damage at the lower end. Like when it's a level 6, you get 25, 40. Basically it's 50, right, percent more damage from HP burn. That's a very huge buff. I have each and every one of those relics, and let's talk about them for a moment. Let's talk about the last laugh amulet, attack and HP, and whoever has a 40% chance to activate a delay effect and basically not die from a fatal hit. This has 3-turn cooldown, and if you upgrade it to the max, this is 100%, right? So this is very good. 100% chance to basically do not die, prevent your death. Basically you will not die anyway. So I believe this can be very good on Ninja Turtles, or Raphael, maybe Mikey. Why? Because if you play all 4 Ninja Turtles and the enemy try to one-shot one of your nukers of your turtle and he will not die because of the delay, Leonardo should proc his passive, as I believe, and counterattack all enemies with his A3. So this is why I think this relic can be super good. This is why I have it on Raphael. This relic I actually did not use, and this relic, whoever has a 40% chance but up to 100, again if you take this relic all the way, to get an instant turn when you get out of ship. I believe this relic can be good. I just don't know on who to put it. It has resistance also. I'm not sure on who to put it. I thought to myself, like, if I put it on Lady Noel, I don't think it's good, because you do not want Lady Noel to get ship, and Lady Noel, she is the champion that gets you back out of ship. So maybe you need to put it on like one of your nukers, right? Like, let's say I give it this relic to Marius. You know why? Because every time I'm playing versus Armands and I have Marius, the enemy is shipping my Marius. So if I give this to Marius, actually I'm going to try it. I think if I give this to Marius, Lady Noel will bring back Marius from his ship, because she has A2 that bring you back from ship, and Marius will get an instant turn. There's one problem though. First, it's only 30% and I cannot give this all the way to max. Like, let's say I give it to level 4, this is 50%, you know. To bring it to level 5 is kind of hard. And if I give this to Marius, I take back from him the cat gaze, which is very strong damage dealer. So you know, I don't know. But I guess in live arena, give this to a champions that you think is good and you want to give them back out of ship. Maybe your Armands, maybe your Fabians, I don't know. Interesting relic. I do not know what to do with it, super honest. Let's talk about the 2 from the Forge Pass, which I don't know how can I ever get one of them. But yeah, 2 legendary relic. Let's see what they're doing. Firstly, this guy, Blade of Kuromi, accuracy and HP. Whenever an ally is attacked by an enemy, the weaver has 50% chance, booked all the way to 30%. To place provoke debuff on an attacker. So you get attack and you put provoke on them. Yeah, this can maybe good on some of your support, strong and heavy support that get attack over and over. And also, if there is a support that their A1, they have some mechanic that if you attack them, they do something to you, then it's very good, because you provoke them and then they attack you and you do something to them. Like, I know of this champion that put poison on you. There's one champion from Doom Tower that put poison on you if you attack him, but it's not good in live arena. But again, maybe this can be good in PvE on him. Yeah, something like that. So you need champions that if you attack them, they do something to you in return. They hurt you by you attacking them, and this can be very good relic. Bane of Sintranos, okay, accuracy again, HP again, actually the same, cool. Whenever an enemy receives a buff, the wearer has a 50% chance, 30% chance if you upgrade it, of getting the same buff for 2 turns. Okay, so this is another interesting relic. I don't know on who to give it, but if you play against an enemy that doing a lot of buff on themselves, then you have a chance to get the buff as well. This doesn't seem like a very strong relic, to be super honest. I'm not sure about it. Maybe it will be good in some niche places, some bosses that buff themselves a lot and you want to buff yourself as well. It reminds me the ability of Uko that has the ability that if enemy put buff on them, he has the ability to steal the buff and put it on himself but protected. Yeah, so interesting relic, but I don't know if it's super strong. Let's go to the clan group. I have 2 legendaries here. I only have this one actually. Accuracy and speed seems very good. Temporal Stagnator, okay, Temporal Stagnator. Whoever have a 20% chance, if you upgrade it, it's 50% chance to remove, steal or convert buff or increase a skill cooldown when landing a weak hit. So let's say you are an affinity based champion, not a void, and you have a chance to do a weak hit, but if you weak hit an enemy, you also do something to him. You steal their buff, you remove their buff, you maybe increase their cooldown. Give accuracy and speed, can be very good on Fabian, on Armands, you know. If they weak hit the enemy, at least they're doing something to them. This legendary Essence Quonseter, crit damage, attack, okay, it's a damage dealer relic. Whoever damage is increased by 20% of the target current turn meter. Damage cannot be increased by more than 10% or 5 against bosses. So an increased damage basically based on your turn meter, kind of weird, because when you attack you basically have 100% turn meter, no? So if you have 100% turn meter, okay, no, it's by the target, by the one you attack. So if you attack an enemy that has a lot of turn meter, basically you want to kill him, right? You do not want him to get a turn. So at least you can do 20% of its current, so 20% of 100, it's basically 10. So this is why it read this. I mean, honestly, you do not need this line, because if you have 100% turn meter, it's 10% damage, right? 10 out, it's 20, right? No. Am I stupid? 20% out of 100, it's 20%. No, actually you need this line, because yeah, so it cannot be more than 10% damage. Okay. I mean, here it could be more max damage. Yeah. Here it could be 20. I see. Okay. So if you upgrade it could be 20. Okay, cool. So basically a damage dealer relic. You need to give this to one of your damage dealer if you want. But the question is if this do more damage than the other damage dealer relics. Okay, let's move on. Live Arena. We have 2 here. Actually, people say they are very, very bad relics. So let's start with this. Axe Serpentis, whatever. HP and crit damage. Whoever single target attack deal 5% more damage for its exposed neck. Okay, so this is an Hydra, basically, relic. If you play versus Hydra and if there is the heads are cut off, then you can do more damage. Just look like a bad relic. I don't know what to say. Maybe you can use it because it has, 3 gemstones. That's it. 3 gemstones, better than 2 or 1. So this is why you can maybe use it. But the effect is actually, I don't know, only in Hydra, only if the head are decapitated, some more damage. I cannot see where it's good. Maybe on Tronda in some rare cases, but like there's no way this is better, let's say, than Cat Gaze or anything else. So, you know. Okay, Harp of Kanshi. Whoever turn meter fill by 5 each time they use a skill that doesn't deal damage. This can actually be good as I see it. HP and resistance. You can give this to champions that has a lot of skill that just doesn't do damage, okay? A2, A1, A3, because then each time they basically use their skill, they get an extra 5% turn meter. You know, it's something. And on a long fight, like Chimera, Hydra, long fight, that could be a lot of turn meter. So maybe on Uella, right? Uella has only one ability that do damage, her A1. So A2 and her 3 don't do damage. So actually I need to put this relic on Uella. Why not? Right? Why not? It's a good relic on her. I should give her. Okay, last two relics from the faction war. Again, relic that I don't know how can I ever get them. But we have this one. The collective, crit damage, HP, whoever deal 1% more damage can be 5% more damage per buff on them, and then you remove all the buff from the weather at the end of each turn. So this is bad, to be honest. I cannot see this is good because you remove your entire buff. So when this is good, maybe if you want a one-shot, maybe in arena you want to one-shot people, so this could be good. 5% for each buff. If you have 10 buff, this is 50%. Or maybe like, you know, in PvE, but you know, something that you can kill bosses with one hit, right? So you have 10 buff, this is 50% more damage, and you kill the boss. So in theory, put this on Titus, right? And he will do 50% more damage, one hit, and he will kill the boss. So maybe on Titus, in some weird places, this can be good actually. Okay, last legendary relic, Eternal Soul Guard. I cannot read them. HP and attack. The first hit received by the weather from each enemy is a round will deal 10% less damage. Each subsequent hit from the enemy 5%. Okay, so this is like remind me of the retaliate, right? No, not retaliate, of the accessories that you get from CVC. The accessories that makes it so if you get hit with a critical hit, there's a chance of that to go back to a normal or a weak hit, and then you do not die. This is what it reminds me. Basically remind me of that, because basically first hit in the round they attack you and it's a 10%, actually 50% less damage, very strong. And then the other hit also is very, actually I think this relic can be good. You can put it on some sort of a support, because the attack and crit damage is here. It's kind of a weird for me. Maybe you want to put it on a damage dealer that you want him to survive. Interesting. Maybe a Rotos can benefit out of it. I don't know. Maybe Rotos. So yeah, interesting relic. Basically remind me of the accessories that change critical hit to different hit, because it makes you survive the start of the round when they attack you at the start. So guys, that was a video about relics. To be super honest, I don't think I have super cool insight on the relics, but at least now when I read all the legendary relic, like inside and out, at least now I know more about them and know which kind of a legendary relic there are in the game. So this is cool. And yeah, and also we pulled some cool legendary relic. I guess now it's time to use my legendary relics, and yeah, and to keep thinking about them, and to keep, if there is anything cool about them that we want to know. If you have any questions or something you want to say, I don't know, criticism and stuff, you can write it in a comment. I will see and respond. And thank you, peeps, if you watch, and peeps, bye bye.